You're watching the Morning News Hour and I'm Sagarika Mitra. We are going to start this newscast with some political news coming in from the state of Karnataka. Now viewers, you have been aware of the kind of power dynamics and the power tussle that has been underway in the state, and this is the Congress where we are seeing this kind of factionalism. Now amid the chorus of DKS versus Siddaramaiah, what we are getting to know is that there are party workers of the Congress party who have voiced strong support for Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar. Now, let's tell you what exactly happened. The pictures you're seeing on your screens are coming in from yesterday, where the Congress party held an event. Now, during this event, which was the Gandhi Bharat program, this was held in Belagavi, supporters of DK Shivakumar raised slogans. They urged him to become the next Chief Minister. Now, these supporters raised slogans where they said, DK Shivakumar ki jai. Now, the chorus and the messaging becomes absolutely clear amid days and days of power struggle that has been on. Change the Chief Minister chorus. One camp says one thing, other camp does another kind of posturing. Let's also take a look at what exactly happened, how that sequence panned out. So you watched what exactly happened, but let's just describe the pictures once again. On your screens, you're seeing pictures coming in from Belagavi, from the Grand Congress event that took place yesterday. At that event, there were supporters of DK Shivakumar, scores of them who came armed with his pictures. And then there were moments specifically crafted for the cameras. These were supporters who looked into the cameras and who raised the slogan, DK Shivakumar ki jai. And then there was a pitch that they made from that very event. All of them said, DK Shivakumar should be the next Chief Minister. Deepak, this is not the first time, and it won't be the last either. But over the last few days, there are certain kinds of posturing that has been made from both sides. Be it leaders from the Siddaramaiah camp or from the DK Shivakumar camp. What started with a dinner on New Year's has now snowballed into this kind of a escalation of the dynamics or escalation of the power struggle that has been ongoing. Get us through all the latest details. What happened after these kind of slogans were raised?
Now this doesn't come as a surprise really, because we've seen this happen multiple times in Karnataka. Supporters of leaders, raising slogans for their, leader to become the Chief Minister. In this case, it's DK Shivakumar. We've seen this happen with Mr. Satish Jarkioli and others as well. But at a Congress convention that had nothing to do with, the internal politics of the Congress party, it was primarily around Mahatma Gandhi and Ambedkar. Here, a massive gathering that had turned up, and here you have supporters of Mr. DK Shivakumar holding placards with his photograph and then raising slogans that, he is the next Chief Minister.
Right.
As far as Mr. DK Shivakumar himself is concerned, he has said that these are just supporters who are expressing their emotions and feelings. But at the end of the day, these decisions lie with the High Command, is the, statement that has come in from the Deputy Chief Minister.
All right. But once again, viewers, Deepak, I want you to stay with us, because let's also put this into context. Now, this has been happening ever since the new year began. There was a dinner that was organized and there was a lot of buzz about that dinner. It's been 3 weeks so far. And since then, the conversation in Karnataka, in the political corridors of Karnataka, is about change. Who wants this change? Deepak is getting us the latest updates on the power tussle that continues in the state of Karnataka. But now we have to shift our focus to another breaking news that's now coming in. In a significant development, Jen Monk has thrown his weight behind DK Shivakumar as the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. Now, in the same, as we talk about the power tussle and the power dynamics in the state of Karnataka within the Congress party, there is a clamor now for DK Shivakumar to become the next Chief Minister. And here there is a Jain monk with significant clout who has in fact thrown his weight behind DK Shivakumar. What happened? Let's go back to Deepak once again. Deepak, there is a Jain monk who has thrown his weight behind. Before I come back to you to put everything into context for us, let's listen into what he said.
ನಾ ಬೆಳಗಾವದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು DK ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನೆ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಎರಡು ಕನಸಿದಾವು. ಜೈನರಿಗೆ ನಿಗಮ ಮಂಡಲ ಆಗಬೇಕಾ, ನೀವು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಕನಸು ಇವತ್ತು ನವಗ್ರಹ ಹವನ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನವಗ್ರಹ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನ ಆಗಿದೆ, 18 ಆಚಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಕುಯ್ದಾರ, ತಥಾಸ್ತು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಚಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಎರಡೂ ಕೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಚಾರ್ಯಗಳ ಕೈ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಭಾಗಿ ಭವ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಇವರು ಮುಂದಿನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವಾಣಿ ನವಗ್ರಹ ತೀರ್ಥದಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಟ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಂಕಟ ಇರಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಎದುರಾರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ದುರಂಗರಿ ಹಾಕಿರಬಾರು. ಈ ಕಾಲ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನುಡಿವನ್ನು ಇಡ್ತಾರೋ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗೇ ತೀರ್ತಾರೋ DK ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್.
And amidst the clamor from his supporters and voices seeking that DK Shivakumar should be made the next Chief Minister, how is DK Shivakumar responding to all the posturing and the speculation about the possibility of him taking over as the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? Who's going to take the final decision? What has DK Shivakumar said? He says he respects their wishes, but it is the Congress leadership that will take all decisions with regards to the party, its structuring and its power dynamics. He also said that the priority is his party and his duties towards the party. Let's listen in.
ನಾವು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಾವು ಯಾರವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅವರ ಇಚ್ಛೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏನೇ ಇದ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಏನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾನು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಥಾನನೂ ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವಂಥ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ನಾನೇ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ನಾನೇನು ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Deepak continues to stay with us. Deepak, on the face of it, politicians can say a lot of things before the media. They can make statements. But behind closed doors, what's the reality? Because there must be something to the entire clamor. DK Shivakumar says for him the party is priority. But, is it a possibility, the way things are panning out, is it a possibility that there could be a leadership change in the Karnataka Congress?
Well, all this stems from the biggest speculation of them all, that there is a sharing formula that has been devised by the Congress party, and this is something that has happened even before the oath taking took place, where Mr. Siddaramaiah, of course, took over as Chief Minister, and Mr. DK Shivakumar took over as the Deputy Chief Minister. Now, with the sharing formula of 2.5 years being speculated, you're seeing multiple people make these sort of comments, and now it's religious heads as well. Be it the monk, the Jain monk, of course, who made the statement in Hubli yesterday, or a few days ago, another the Vinay Guruji. There was another individual, of course, who made the similar statement, and DK Shivakumar, to both of them saying that they should refrain from making such sort of statements, and it's the High Command that will decide. Though this has been basically the statement that has been made by Mr. DK Shivakumar time and again, but it has put the party in a spot of bother with religious heads, with supporters, with legislators, ministers, continuously making statements on these lines, giving an opportunity for the opposition here to really say that there is a lot of fight for power, fight for the Chief Minister's chair and other major positions like even the KPCC President's post, and it is creating a little bit of a worry for the Congress party to deal with.
And Deepak, as someone who, understands the politics of Karnataka in and out, who's been covering politics of Karnataka for the longest time. I want you to analyze or tell our viewers, because everybody wants to know who is stronger at this point of time. Yes, there are supporters who are coming out. Yes, there are statements that are being made. Yes, there is all kinds of posturing happening. But as things stand today, which camp seems to be the stronger one?
Well, there seems to be multiple camps really at this point in time. Some of them batting for the chief minister's position. Some of them, of course, batting for the position of the KPCC president. Some of them, of course, going against the leaders who are holding these positions at this point in time. And then you have the supporters. So each of them at this point in time looking at their own personal interests, probably even ahead of the parties. And that's where we had even the likes of Randeep Singh Surjewala, who came to Bengaluru a couple of days ago. And even in Belagavi, the main thing that he can continue to reiterate is put the party ahead of your personal ambitions. But that doesn't seem to be happening, be it, legislators or now religious heads or supporters. They continuously seem to be making statements that's putting the Congress party overall in a spot of bother.
Absolutely. Thank you, Deepak, for breaking that down for our viewers. We have Shehzad Poonawalla of the Bharatiya Janata Party joining us this morning. Good morning, Shehzad. You're seeing what's happening in Karnataka Congress, and the BJP has always maintained that this shows the kind of chaos that brews within the party. This time there are supporters of DKS Shivakumar who are raising the clamour for him to take over. How is the BJP looking at all these developments that are taking place?
INC now means not Indian National Congress, but I need chaos. And now we have seen this in Rajasthan, Gehlot versus Pilot. We have seen this in Himachal, Pratibha Singh versus Sukhuji. And now we are seeing it in Karnataka. In the fight of two people for a chair, the Janta is never a priority. And therefore, Janta is facing high taxes, Janta is facing loot, Janta is facing guarantees of jhoot. And instead, these two people are fighting. It is called Tukde Tukde Congress, where Congress keeps fighting for the chair. And nobody is considering what is happening to the people. People suffer while these politicians bicker for their chair. So this is the model of Congress. Congress versus Congress is a model that we've seen across the country.
And Shehzad, is this, as per the BJP, is this also a reflection on the leadership of the Congress party? On one hand, you have allies of the, in the INDI bloc who are rejecting the Congress party. On the other hand, within the Congress itself, you're seeing this kind of a power tussle which is unending.
This only shows that there is no confidence in the Congress leadership, whether it's the Janta which has rejected Rahul Gandhi, whether it's the allies who have rejected Rahul Gandhi, or whether it's the netas of Congress themselves who don't follow what the High Command has decided. And that shows that there's a complete rejection and no confidence motion against the High Command of the Congress.
Thank you, Shehzad, for joining us this morning. So the BJP at this point of time says that this is a reflection of how there is no confidence in the Congress leadership, especially Rahul Gandhi. The political fight in Karnataka is escalating. We're getting you all those developments. But time for us to take a short commercial break. We'll be back with more news and updates. Stay with Times Now.